issue and Joe Lode was on years ago when Joe and I worked together on the radio. We introduced I had just come back from Providence, and they had an ice cream sandwich there. There was a monster ice cream sandwich, and it was called the Biggy Iggy. And it's a chocolate chip sandwich with cookies with vanilla ice cream in the middle. And I said, somebody's got to get these here. And I believe it was Fast Track at the time, did a whole big thing. They went out and found them and began serving them up here. And that summer, it became the number one treat for ice cream treat of the entire summer for the area. And now, and Stewart's has them now, and they're really, really good. And Andrew just called over they're extremely high in all the bad stuff, but they are delicious.
I'm wondering if we don't.
They have a chocolate one and a regular. You want to get I like the regular.
Like if we, we gave away the hot dogs.
Stewart's covers them, and Stewart's on Court Street has them.
On Court Street.
That's a great idea.
We should go grab some, like we did the hot dogs, and I'll stand up
at
the driveway.
People, yeah.
I've got the info pulled up here.
Oh, the Biggy Iggy.
I don't even know.
All right.
You want me to share this?
Listen. Listen, we're one Biggy Iggy away from a massive heart attack. I understand that.
Hungry listeners want to know.
500 calories, total fat 25 grams, 13 grams saturated fat, 67 carbs, 48 grams of sugar, 6 grams of protein.
Yeah, you get your protein.
Yeah, if
you can have protein today. Yeah, honey, I had a Biggy Iggy.
There's a lot of iron though, which is good, and calcium in there.
Iron, good for you.
You know what I had the other day? This is, when you're desperate, necessity is the mother of invention. I had, Aunt Priscilla gave us these little ginger snap cookies, and we had some coffee ice cream. So I don't like ginger snap cookies, and I don't like coffee ice cream. But if you put them together, it's a little dose of heaven.
I have to say that I am, the one thing I love to put on ice cream at home is I chop up turkey joints. And you sprinkle it in, and you mix it into the ice cream. Greatest in the world. And you can even go to Turkey Joint Heaven, and that is Nora's Candy Shop out there in Rome. And you can buy the broken turkey joint pieces. They sell them in a bag, and you just crunch them up a little more and put them on your ice cream. Greatest treat
I
ever.
like to put on my ice cream at
I'm
home
starving now, by the way. Can you tell?
Seriously.
I like to put more ice cream on top of my
That's
ice
always
cream.
good, yeah.
Put a mountain of it.
Good thinking.
Incidentally, one more very quick thing. When I told my sister that I was moving to Mississippi, she said, does this still mean that we'll still get sent turkey joints? And I said, well, we'll have to order them now.
Yeah, well, we'll ship. We'll do shipping.
We'll do it.
We'll ship. And I wanted to, as long as we're mentioning summer things, we like to try to mention businesses that are up and running. I was just up to Route 28 going towards Richfield Springs, Mr. Shake. That place has been around as an ice cream place since I was a kid, and now it's Mr. Shake. They've just put a huge investment into their miniature golf over there. It's a beautiful miniature golf. The ice cream is great. The place is really nice. If you're driving that way, heading towards Cooperstown, or you live over that way, Mr. Shake, it's really, really good. And sorry, that's a free plug, but they're I'm hungry. I'm thinking food and ice cream and treats. Listen, the story of and this is a bizarre story. We talked about it earlier this morning, and the story has completely changed now. The bizarre story of the twins, beautiful twins that came from here, and one has passed away in a bizarre story where they were in Hawaii. The two sisters were driving in a car. It was actually an Explorer in Hawaii. Witnesses say they might have got into an argument. It looked like one was pulling the other's hair, and the steering wheel got pulled, and they went over a cliff. The one twin has passed away, and the other one was in critical condition. She's now out of the hospital, but then was charged with murder. And there's an update, and I want to give you this story here. This comes out of Honolulu. The news travels slow from there. There are local ties, and we do believe the funeral is going to be held here somewhere in the area. Listen to this audio. Apparently, that's not the audio I thought it was.
Compelling audio.
That's raw footage. They're actually pulling this vehicle dropped 250 feet and hit lava rock, and it was really terrible. And the sad part of the story is that the one twin, 37-year-old, has died. Now, here's the latest. A Hawaii judge has dismissed a second-degree murder charge on Wednesday against the one sister. So we were asking on Monday, why would they charge her with murder? It just didn't seem to make sense. And now we find that a judge has said there is no cause here whatsoever for a murder charge, and she has been released. And the report out of Hawaii that I saw on KHNL, the NBC station there, which offered us that beautiful raw footage, they're reporting that she was being escorted out quickly and released quickly so that she would be able to get back to upstate New York to attend her sister's funeral. They were born in Utica. They attended New Hartford Central Schools and then high school at Notre Dame and graduated, we said, what would you say, around...
it was 95 or 96.
What was their name again? They're Allison and Ann Dadow.
Dadow, yeah.
And the name that they were using, though, they used a different name. It's a bizarre story of really an incredible, successful business they had in Florida, in West Palm Beach. Very posh, a yoga parlor. And then everything collapsed, and they had to file bankruptcy. They ended up in Utah. Things went bad there. And then in Hawaii, and that's where everything really went down. And Alexandria Dadow, D-A-D-O-W, has now been released and is on her way back here for the funeral. So it tells us there still must be family here, and the funeral is planned sometime. They've delayed it so that she can get back here and attend it. That's the latest on that story. Crazy. Hillary Clinton, a big, big, historic moment, but will Bernie Sanders get out of the way? We have Don Mazzella coming up to talk about that from Fox News next on WIBX.